Okay, so if you really want to get a handle on where AI is headed, you first have to understand its absolutely wild up and down roller coaster of a past. And believe it or not, the key to that whole story might just be sitting on your coffee table.
Yeah, think about Netflix for a second. It has that uncanny, kind of creepy ability to know exactly what you're in the mood to watch next, right? Well, that's not magic. It's an incredibly powerful AI curator that's constantly watching and learning from your every single click.
So how does it pull it off? Well, it's this whole fascinating multi-step dance. It's constantly collecting your data, what you watch, what you search for, what you rate. Then it processes all that, tagging content and comparing your tastes to millions, literally millions of other people. All the while, AI and machine learning are refining predictions based on what you do, ranking everything just for you. The result? This system is so good that over 80% of what people watch on Netflix comes directly from these recommendations. It's not just suggesting shows, it's actively shaping global culture.
But here's the thing. This dream of building an artificial mind, a machine that can think and learn, this is not a new idea. It's not a 21st century invention from Silicon Valley. No, this is an ancient dream, a story that runs through centuries of our mythology and our earliest engineering.
I mean, just look at this stuff. You have Greek myths about Talos, a giant man made of bronze built to protect an entire island. In the Islamic Golden Age, you had alchemists attempting what they called takween, the artificial creation of life itself. By the year 1206, the inventor Al-Jazari was building these incredible, intricate, programmable machines. For centuries, this has been an obsession. But it wasn't until the 1940s, with the invention of the digital computer, the electronic brain, that this ancient fiction finally felt like it could become a reality.
But the path from that ancient dream to your Netflix queue, well, it was anything but a straight line. It was a dramatic, violent roller coaster, full of these incredible highs where it seemed like anything was possible, followed by devastating lows, these so-called winters that left the entire field in shambles.
And this timeline just lays it out perfectly. You see the cycle. It kicks off in 1956 with this huge wave of excitement. But by 1974, bam, the first AI winter hits. Funding completely dries up because the technology just could not deliver on the hype. Then it comes roaring back in the 80s, becoming a billion-dollar industry, only to crash and burn all over again in the 90s. It's this classic pattern of massive hype followed by crushing disappointment.
And you can really feel that insane optimism in this quote from one of AI's pioneers, Marvin Minsky. Back in 1967, he actually predicted that the problem of creating AI would be substantially solved within a generation. They truly, honestly believed they were right on the cusp of creating human-level intelligence.
But then, reality hit. And it hit hard. Researchers ran headfirst into a wall called the combinatorial explosion. Basically what it means is that as problems got just a little bit more complex, the number of calculations needed to solve them didn't just go up, it exploded to these astronomical numbers, far beyond anything the computers of the day could handle. And this staggering difficulty was one of the key reasons for that first AI winter.
So what broke the cycle? Why is the current AI boom so different? Well, it turns out it wasn't one single breakthrough. It was more like a perfect storm, the result of three crucial ingredients all coming together at exactly the right time. So first up, ingredient number one, raw computing power, the engine. For decades, AI's ambition was writing checks that its hardware just couldn't cache. But thanks to Moore's law chugging along, computers became millions of times faster. We finally had the horsepower that the early pioneers could only dream of. Okay, ingredient number two, the fuel. The internet created something brand new in human history. These massive, planet-sized oceans of data. All the text, all the images, all of our clicks online, it all became the perfect training material to feed these powerful new computer systems and teach them about our world.
And finally, ingredient number three, the technique. This is the real game changer. It's called deep learning. It's a method that uses these complex neural networks. And around 2012, it just started shattering records in things like recognizing images and understanding speech. All of a sudden, AI could do things that were thought to be completely impossible just a few years earlier.
So once you have that powerful engine, all that fuel, and this revolutionary technique, well, the world was primed for the AI explosion we're all living through right now. And this time, it's going way beyond just figuring out what movie you might want to watch. And nothing captures the speed of this new era quite like ChatGPT. I mean, look at these numbers. It hit 1 million users in just 5 days.
100 million in 2 months. That makes it the fastest growing application in history, period. For the first time, millions of people could talk directly to a powerful AI, and it just completely captured the world's imagination.
And of course, this unprecedented explosion has created two powerful competing camps. On one side, you have the optimists, who believe AI is a tool to solve humanity's biggest problems, to make our lives longer, healthier, and easier. And on the other, you have serious concerns coming from industry leaders themselves, warning of profound risks to society and humanity if we don't proceed with caution.
And all of this brings us right back to that roller coaster history we saw at the beginning. Knowing this pattern of massive booms and devastating busts, the entire world is now asking one huge question about this incredible moment we're in.
After seeing all those cycles of hype and disappointment, the big question for all of us is this: have we finally broken the pattern? Is that combination of computing power, big data, and deep learning enough to guarantee a steady climb this time? Or are we just sitting at the very highest point of the biggest, fastest roller coaster ride in history, about to find out what the drop on the other side feels like?